Hi YouTube. Yesterday I saw a video about how to make your own diaper sprayer, a do-it-yourself video. It was excellently done, very informative, and kind of launched me on my expedition to build this one. But I did find an item while I was at Lowe's to simplify the process, I think, quite a bit. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of exactly what everything cost me, and I'll get into the details of how to do it. Alright, so hopefully the camera will pick this up alright. On the left we have a valve with two they're actually PEX ends, but it's going to work for this purpose. Then we have a PEX T, and this is all 3/8 inch size, and then 3 packs, 2 each of these number 4 clamps. You know, they're just the screw-on clamps that are pretty multi-use. This one goes from 1/4 to 5/8 inch, and it'll be perfect for this. They come in packs of 2, and you only need 5. But let's see, the total here for those items was $13.93. Over here, I went to Walmart for this Peerless sprayer set, and the kit total, let's see, there were 2 items on there, but it was just under $8. Okay, now this, you may not need it. We live in an apartment, and so we have a metal pipe running from the toilet to the wall. So in this case, I had to get my own so that I could cut it and splice it. Total on that was $3.71. So the total altogether, I like to round up, so you're looking at 4, 8, that's without tax, but so that's 12, and then say 14. So you're looking right in the neighborhood of $26 instead of $50. And the reason I decided to go this route instead of buying one straight out was not necessarily the price, but because when I looked at the reviews on all of the other sprayers, I keep seeing horror stories of things breaking and water being all over the floor. So I wanted to have my own valve that I knew was going to hold out. Now, if you were to do this yourself and you didn't need this pipe, obviously that's, you know, $4 that you're not going to be spending. So the 8 and the 14, you're looking at $22 total out the door, you know, installed, instead of $40, $50. Here are the tools that you'll need. Obviously, you don't have to have a pocket knife like that. You can have a box cutter, anything that you want to cut. This is my little baby Gerber, and my little Craftsman flathead nub. I just wanted to see, you know, show how simple the tools were. Okay, so this is how it's done. This piece, if you are using the one that's already on your toilet, then you don't have to buy one of these, obviously, and you're going to end up having to take the one off your toilet like I'm going to show you soon, only you'll have to do that before you start trying to install stuff. I fortunately don't have to take it all apart, but I'm going to show you how, because it's kind of imperative that you don't screw that up. Not imperative, you just have a mess to clean up if you did it wrong. So you're going to take that off if you have the one that you want already installed, and cut it in half about, you know, it doesn't really matter where you cut it. And then I've seen a lot of videos where people cut this pipe in half. This is the one, you know, this side's going to screw onto your sprayer. The other side is what would normally screw onto, you know, the inside of your sink, whatever you have to screw it onto. In this case, I'm going to splice the ball joint in the middle of it, and then part of the T to the end here. So I'll go ahead and cut that. This knife may not have been the best decision ever, but whatever. So there goes one cut. You're going to want to cut the end off, the side where it would normally attach under the sink. Alright, so now I have everything cut. The piece that attaches from the toilet to the valve on the wall normally, cut that about in half. And then the same with the pipe, that, like I said, the sprayer goes on one end. It just doesn't come, and it's pre-installed. So you got a cut end of a hose and the sprayer, and then you got 2 cut ends of hose. Simple enough. Alright, so you're going to take the T, you're going to make sure you got one of these on one end, or else you got to find a way to get it on, which isn't always that difficult, but might as well have it ready. And I may have bought a size that's a little bit too large, but I'd much rather too large than too small. So this is going to go on the other side with another crimp. So it's going to go like that. Going to tighten these down. Okay, you're going to take this, you're going to attach the double blank-ended hose, one there, and again, it's no fun to forget these during the real process. So you got your crimp on there, push it on that top of that T, and then that's going to get tightened down there. Now I'll go ahead and do this part and then show you what it looks like. Okay, so I got the 3 tightened on, and hold that up close, see if you can't see it. Alright, so on the other end of this hose, okay, you got the thing that goes from the toilet down to the valve on the wall. On the other end of this, you're going to put the valve fitting. So that, just like the other side, and you make sure you get the crimp on there, clamp, whatever, then go ahead and push your valve onto the hose. Okay, you're going to tighten that on. I'm not going to do it right now. Get me another one of these out. And then take the sprayer end, put it on the opposite side of the valve. Ha-ha. Put it on the other side of the valve with the clamp. And here we go. Alright, now with the simplest of tools, you've got your piece that connects to the toilet and to the wall valve. You've got your middle valve so that you can control the water yourself. Make sure you're not breaking stuff. And then on the end you have the sprayer. So I'm going to show you real quick how to install this bad boy. Alright, here we are in the bathroom. And that's the pipe I keep talking about. Real quick, there's a cute little valve down here, and on my toilet it's a little valve like that. You're just going to want to make sure you turn that off. So hopefully I'm not in the way too much. It's really simple. Mine's just a half turn, quarter turn, something like that. And you're going to want to flush. Alright, and you're going to want to, instead of just letting it go, let all the water drain out of the back of the tub, tank, whatever. Keep letting it go until you don't hear drizzle anymore, because you want it all gone, or else it's going to start coming out of that pipe right there as soon as you unscrew it. So I've seen a bunch of videos, people get bowls and stuff. Well, not that fancy. I can use a towel. So the attachment up on the top shouldn't take any pliers or anything. It's got a couple wings on the side and it's pretty wide, so normally you can do that with your fingers, like so. I'm going to unscrew that, pop that off. That'll loosen this up a little bit. So we got it all detached. And we'll see if we can do this in one little stream. Normally I would put the little white tape on it so that it won't leak, but these do have gaskets on it. I'm going to try it without it. I like clean stuff as often as possible, so we're going to go ahead and do this the way that I see fit. Screw that in there. Really feel the gasket grabbing. And then keep going. Okay. Get this one. Probably should have got this one threaded on first, but let's see how it goes anyway. It's actually grabbing pretty quick. Go ahead and finish tightening this on. Doesn't feel like I'm rethreading this bad boy, so it is starting to turn on its own completely though. So, alright. Now, check this valve. Make sure that's in the off position. And on this one it says off. So, we're going to try this out. So, it's now filling up the back of the toilet. I don't know if you can hear it, it's not that loud. It's also filling up this tube right here. It has not gone to the sprayer yet. So we have that part working right. I don't feel anything leaking yet. Alright, so we're going to turn this on. Make sure that's tightened down. Alright, turn the valve, and now we have water pressure. So, and now just like the other ones, you can control the tension with this valve here, but unlike the other ones, you can turn this off. You don't have to worry about any extra pressure. You probably want to make sure that any pressure is released out of the tip of that, and you're not going to have any leaks. So there you go. I'm proud of that. It actually sprays really hard. I don't know if you can even hear me over that, but it sprays hard, and I'm happy. That's it. Do it yourself for under $25, and hopefully a little bit more reliable than the other ones we keep hearing about.